welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers. The Blazers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down. Make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Meadows. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's caught. It's Meadows. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The play action fake. Steps away. Sails one into the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this
going airborne. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can go on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Blazers offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Puts it out of the air. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Coming first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Hooks. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Blazers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Mack. Makes the grab, it's wide. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Blazers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Going to try to get it himself. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Riley. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room in into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Beckham. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That's reeled in. It's Meadows. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Turning it on.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Blazers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
They'll run play action. Turns it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Blazers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo to the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense set for a first down play. On the option. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now on the option. Quick toss. At the 45 on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
Well, it's been a day to forget if you're this kicker. After that miss, he's now...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Beckham. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. The 10, touchdown, UAB. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He's in open space downfield. Strong run to get it out to the... One-yard line, they pick up of 6. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Beckham. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Blazers want to move quickly. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Beckham. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Hooks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old deal down from victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins,
no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Buckeyes will put total weather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. So Alabama's offense will get the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs.
Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the container of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Porter. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it in his own territory. He'll make the catch inside his own territory. Makes the catch at the 45. He gets a block on his way back from the 20. Oh, he's going to take a chance from his own goal line. Oh, this is unwise. Catches it in his own end zone. He makes the catch at the 10. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Only a couple there, now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got his man all by himself. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. The give to Davis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got one.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. His drive will open from the 15. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Breaks it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps going. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Mack. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They booted away.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball, and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
That is a big win for... He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Mack. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hale. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he was able to get back on top of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Let's go!
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Finds his man, it's Vaughn. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Makes the catch on the left. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
Got a man. It's Riley.
You know, I think with this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Running to Green. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Somehow fits it into that traffic. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Makes the grab on the left. He's in there. Two-point conversion is good, and they're down by just one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?